The thing with Normanby Hall, when I first arrived, was there was a lot of stuff, a lot of different stuff in the main room. So we had Georgian, Victorian, we had death masks, we've got musical instruments, bits of ceramics. The ideas were really, for this textile, was to kind of update the curtains, which are completely falling apart, but also to make it work somehow with the existing walls. And so the idea was to kind of produce almost like a 3D looking tombe d'oeil, is what they call it in the jargon. Rips that were kind of like the silk was ripping, and out of those rips were different elements of the room. You know, we've got some Georgian ornament. I think actually this here is part of one of the fireplaces that's in the room. And then we've got some of the Greek, some of the cornicing was kind of Greek influenced. There's a death mask of Napoleon in the room, and we ourselves use the B as a sort of logo, if you like, for our company, but I thought it'd be quite appropriate to use it for a sort of reference to Napoleon, who used it for his kind of emblem. And then we've got little bits of chinoiserie coming out on the ceramics. And then linking some of the bits, we've got just a kind of Baroque type floral. So it's a kind of real mishmash. And in a way, I think actually one of the names of the design at one point was Mishmash, but actually we called it Empire Falls. But I quite like the idea of these elements falling out of the curtain. And they're all elements of empires that have maybe fallen in the past. That was the kind of the idea. I mean, it's not really to pull the room together as such, but it was just to kind of have something that people could talk about. When we design stuff, got to think about how it's going to be made after you've designed it. So in this case, we were going to hand print. Hand print was the best solution, I felt, for what was in the room. The way that you design for that is very much to try and simplify the drawing, but also to try and make the most out of it as well. So it's a two-colour print, so we print black first, and then the drawing is done, and then we turn the original drawing into a negative. And then we print that negative on top of the black with a gold. The fabric will probably go before the print does, but as it decays as such, it will blend into the room even more.